Well, good day, friends now, and welcome to the Pirate Round. And in this episode, we're going to talk about a rather sobering subject. Not that we're sober, but a rather sobering and very important subject, about all our friends and such.
So we want to say, many times many of us get into a spot of despair and depression. And despair and depression can be a very bad thing because it leads us to do things that is harmful to ourselves, and it's actually a very selfish thing, I want to say, what a lot of times what we do, and that is suicide. And recently we had a family member of ours who seemed to have everything in the world going for them. They had a loving family, they had a wonderful career, they spent it out in nature all the time, and they took their life. And I want to say why it is selfish. You be thinking about yourself and the despair, but you not be thinking about the harm that you're doing to the loved ones that you're leaving, that no longer have you. You may leave them in a financial bind. You may leave them in a bind of a very deep sadness.
True.
And it's a very sad thing. And as somebody who's actually kind of walked that razor's edge myself, it's not something you want to do. Get help. If you're thinking about it, please get help. Don't do it, please.
And many times, as a member of the crew, you might feel that the wind's been taken from your sails and you've got nowhere to sail, and you're just stuck in the doldrums and you're not moving. Now, as a community here of pirates, of course, at the Pirate Round, and all our friends and family that we love, and those who support us here on the Pirate Round, I want to say then, friends, that you're not alone. You've got many people here. And then people say, well, it's not so much the despair as it is the feeling that you just cannot reach out, and you cannot reach out for that rope that might be offered, and you cannot reach out for those because that depression and difficulties actually make it more difficult for you to reach out. And so I say there to the people in our group and our family members, if you be having a friend, if you be having a crewmate, who is stuck in the doldrums and who may not be communicating with you, reach out to them. Reach out a hand to them, throw them a line, and say, we're here for you, friends. We're here for you, and we don't want you to harm yourself, and we don't want you to bring harm or despair upon others. And we say, we're going to work our way through it, as a brethren, and as pirates here, we stick together and we try to help each other out.
That's right. Now, if you are contemplating it, I want to say, as myself, who's gone through those times of great doldrums and depressions, hang on a little bit longer. Just keep telling yourself, one more day. Give yourself one more day, and you'll make it through that day. And then the next day, give me one more day. And what I found myself when I went through those times, those periods of deep darkness and depression where I wanted to tie a rock onto my leg and throw myself into the ocean, I always just wanted to say one more day, because if I always gave myself one more day, it was almost always better the next day or at least a week later. And it allowed me then time to talk to somebody like the captain here to say, Captain, I'm just feeling really down and this is why. And we could talk things over. Don't be afraid to reach out if you're thinking these things. Say something to someone. Give that cry of help.
Don't be ashamed to do it now. There's no shame, there's no harm in saying, I need help, that I'm going through a hard time, and I need help, I need to reach out to someone. And even if you don't actually reach out to them, in a certain way, tell others, that you're having difficulties, that you need help, that you're having problems, and you give it out and say, I would appreciate a helping hand here. I'd appreciate a kind word, or I'd appreciate a friend. And we're all in a community to help each other. And I'm certain that amongst all our groups, there's many who will offer you a hand, and many would offer you many help and support through your difficult times.
And I'm sure many of us have lost that dear loved one or friend.
True.
So don't do it. Call somebody. We'll put a hotline number down below, and Get help.
True. Give yourself one more day. And then we say now, from the Pirate Ground friends, we appreciate you so much as our friends and our supporters. We don't want to lose any of you. And so we say to you now, stick with each other, stick in the coast, the brethren of the coast and the sisters of the coast.
Keep your eye on the horizon.
Keep your eye on the horizon and keep marching forward, to keep sailing forward.
Because
you know, there's something always over the edge that is always just there waiting for you. It's just pure adventure. So
because the sea does get smoother.
It do. And so we say to you now, you're hard.